I'm Audrey Housing from Philadelphia Music Therapy, and I'm going to share what's in one of my music therapy bags. Here it is. My New Yorker brother gets Fresh Direct, and they get these huge bags, which are really convenient for when you're traveling from place to place. So the first thing I'm going to get is this Remo Ocean Drum. I like the smaller version. The bigger one, when I've used it, is really loud and can be anxiety provoking. So this one, you can strike it. You can roll it to have it sound like the ocean. And I like the one with the art on it because it adds a layer of dampening and it makes a softer, more gentle sound. Next, we have this off-brand xylophone. This is great for giving somebody the ability to make a melody who doesn't necessarily have experience playing melodic instruments. If I'm on the guitar or the piano and I play in the key of C or A minor, I can direct them to use the bottom row if they want to be joined in the same key as me, or if they want dissonance, which is really useful in exploring a lot of things. They can go up. What do we have next? Dun, dun, dun. This is a tongue drum, which is a fairly newer instrument, but wooden tongue drums date back to the Aztecs. This one is in the key of D, so that's great if you tune your guitar down to a D chord and someone who doesn't have prior experience can just play it and strum, and they can play along with the tongue drum. So let's do that. Let's take this guitar and tune it down. This particular guitar has been in and out of cold weather. So we'll tune it right to the tongue drum. There's our D, being as I apparently haven't even plugged my piano in. Not bad. All right, so here's how you tune down if you haven't done this before, without having to look at any other notes. So step number 1 is don't fall out of your seat or knock down your computer. All right, here's a D. We need to turn the E into another D. I'm just gonna bring it right down. 2 Ds. We've already got an A. Right, we're looking for a D, F, A. I'm gonna turn this G down just to an F sharp so it matches the tongue drum. So it's a major third. I learned this back in high school class, that it should sound like swing low. Swing low, sweet chariot. That's how I learned my major third. The B can turn into an A, so we've got an A to match it with. And one more D. All right, so let's multitask. Here's the guitar that can now just be strummed. Here's the tongue drum. So now people who may not have prior experience can come right to the instruments and be able to play. All right, one more thing in the bag. Let's see what it is. Well, 2 more things. One is this speaker, which just turned itself on by itself. shout out to my friend Dan Mapp who gifted it to me. It's been really helpful. And then we have, dun dun dun, Drum Pad by Cat. I love this drum pad. Oh good, and there's drumsticks in there. You do need to plug it in. Anywhere I work, whether it's an old hospital or just like an old West Philly house converted to a rehab, it's always hard to find a working plug. So it helps when you know your facilities and your plugs. So I'm gonna plug this in down here. So I've plugged it into the wall. It doesn't have its own speaker, so I'm gonna plug it in here. I'm gonna turn it on. And we have 4 different, you can use your hand, or you could use a drumstick. Must have, and you can change the value. I think is the most important one. So I'm going down to assign, and then I can change. What if we found maybe something for this? So once you've hit that corner of the pad or quadrant of the pad, you can change whatever you want. It's got like a pretty good bounce, so it feels good. And then you can change the sensitivity. You can tune it a little bit. You can pan it if you're using more than one speaker. You can add some reverb. Let's do that. I'm a sucker for reverb. And so we can balance it here. Has a nice bounce. I'd say even more than if you're playing an actual drum kit. So those are the things in one of my music therapy bags. Add the guitar on my back. If it's a large group, get the whole cart and have all my small percussion and drums. And there you have it.